Hi everyone. I hope today Kari isn't going to wrestle with me too much, but I have a column I wrote back in September 1983 called Block Season. Our quiet kitchen was rudely awakened with one noisy urchin bounding in. Russell skipped up to me, thrusting a handful of chip-faded wood blocks into my face and said, "Mom, make me a big, big castle." I sighed and said, "You can't build much of a castle with 3 blocks, Russell," as I wiped his runny nose with a tissue. "Oh, come on. You did it before for Becky. Please, it was so big it came up to here." He waved one chocolate smeared hand up to his red nose. "But we had more blocks to build with then, Russie." "Okay, let's get them. Where are they?" I wondered too, where were all those blocks used to build that castle for Becky's pleasure? Funny, when I built that castle, I thought I was constructing a skyscraper. Was it last week or the week before? No, last week the kids were into drawing. This week before, the week before it was clay sculptures. It must have been a month or maybe even 2 since we raised that block building. Obviously, it was time to sort out the toy box again. With 4 assorted children, we tend to have a wide selection of toys, mostly hand-me-downs that get handed around and around and around. Because of this, it's difficult for a parent to know who to blame for leaving the ball, doll, truck, rattle, or block out on the front steps. All our children play with all the toys at one time or another for a minute or two before losing interest and moving on to something else. I headed for Russell's toy box in search of the missing blocks. No blocks, no toys at all, nothing except a pair of dirty underpants. Finally, I should try looking in there. Of course, the commonest place for toys in our house is misplaced. With a cardboard box for collecting and a rake for the hard-to-reach places, Russie and I started out on a block hunt. We were lucky. We struck it rich right off the bat. The closets were full of blocks and toys and dolls and cars and trucks. I'm still wondering where all the clothes went. Besides, in the closet, we found blocks under beds, behind dressers, and in the deep recesses of the living room couch. With a lot of luck and a bit of crawling, we even managed to locate a few odd ones scattered about the garage, the front porch, in the kitchen cabinet amongst the plastic containers, and in the back seat of the van. By the end of our search, we had more than enough blocks and built Russell a 7-foot tall castle skyscraper. My theory is that those blocks must have escaped the toy box during their rutting season and multiplied. Oh, what fun to remember that. If I didn't write about it, I wouldn't have remembered. And I hope you are taking some notes of your own life and keeping them for yourself and for your family in the future. Have a good day and come by again.